Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We're pleased to be joined by Nathan Koch of Howell Football. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So camp starts tomorrow. How excited are you about it?
I'm pumped, man. I'm ready for it.
So into this season, last year was last year, but with everything that you had to put up with everything with COVID, it turns out that it was also a really big year for the program. First playoff win in God, I don't know how long. Been a long time. Coach Lewis's first year. Before we talk about this year, what was just last year like for you guys?
It was a big change from. It was a good transition that I think the program really needed, but it was something that I think is really going to help the future of the program out, and it was really nice just to get it started.
Yeah. Okay, so you're on the offensive line this year. Not a lot has changed from that end, but it looks like Howell's going to be pretty good again. Of course, the only team in the county to return their quarterback. I think so. Just sort of talking about what this team has built. What are we going to expect from this year's Highlanders, especially from the offensive line? What have you guys kind of done?
We haven't changed a lot from last year, but it's just going to be we're gonna try to run you over mentality this year. We're really just going to try to ground and pound on the ball as much as we can. And it's going to be a fun year up front.
Yeah. So I know that you're returning to a more open schedule, the 9-week schedule. Of course, this is another new playoff system to go through. I mean, this is the first year of that new formula system to get in. Not these 6 wins and you're in, or not like everybody makes playoffs this year. How is this year going to be like for you guys and trying to go out there and you got some pretty tough teams coming up on your schedule?
I really think it's just going to be just taking it 1 week at a time, focus on everybody, because anybody could be anybody. But if we really focus on our game plan every week, I think we have a really good shot this year. Okay,
go through a lot of. There's a lot of things to talk about with this year. With it being so, I mean, you had some games that you won, but there's also some games that you probably wish you could have had back. How do you get through those games, like with not the games that you lost? How do you get through those and make sure that they don't really happen? Because there were some close games that you guys didn't get done.
Yeah, it's really just about watching film, fixing our mistakes, and just to the best of our ability. But what's in the past was in the past. So we're just really focused on this year and doing our best that we can this year.
Okay, so let's talk about you for a second. Every player has their own way of getting ready for a game. This is always interests me. So what's your game day mentality like? What do you like? How do you get ready for it?
I'm not a big talker in the locker room. I like putting some music in and just trying to focus and lock in as best I can.
Nice. So kind of going through that, is there different type of music you listen to? Do you try to take a nap before a game, or how does all that work?
If we're just sitting in the locker room getting ready, I'm usually just at my locker, just listening to some music, and it's all sorts of different types of music, just whatever I like to listen to, and that's pretty much it before we get ready to go out.
Yeah. Game that you're looking forward to this year?
The next one.
Okay. Good answer. Coach must have yeah. All right. There we go. Kind of going into, with this kind of like the first game and all that stuff. Of course, you don't play a team. You start off with a couple of really tough opponents, of course, going in there. Heartland, you beat twice last year. It's been a few years since you beat Brighton and stuff. How does that kind of go through, and what do you guys got to do to get through those big games? And what did those rivalries mean to you guys?
They mean a lot, but once again, I mean, we're just really focused on 1 week at a time. John Glenn's our first opponent. That's what we're really trying to lock in and win that game first, then we'll worry about the next week.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. Couple players to watch in your perspective, besides yourself. Who's going to be ready for you guys?
I think our whole offensive line, this is the most together I think we've ever been. And we're just really looking forward to getting through this year, and week by week, I think we're going to be really dominant up front.
All right. I guess that's all I got for you, man. Well, thanks for spending a few minutes, and have fun at camp as they kick off the Howell football season, and we'll get ready for the first game of the year, playing against Westland John Glenn. All right.
Thank you.